What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone. I think we're live. I'm not even sure, to be honest. This is all new. We're live? Okay, we're live. And we're going to talk about... Actually, we're going to talk about the good days ahead for our club. I thought it wasn't possible to make it any worse after last night, but well, we managed to do so, and I don't know, that's an achievement in itself, because what we managed to do in the last 24 hours is special. It's unique. I've never seen it before. I'm not gonna lie. Not even Bayern, like Spiro said. That was over the stretch of like 2-3 weeks. We are actually topping that, you know. So first off, how are you guys feeling? And by the way, be positive, because I've been told you guys need to be positive today.
Okay. Conte will not be mad at the club. That's a positive. He will not wreak havoc and not leave after a year or two. So that's positive. Yes. I guess we will have a new director of football soon. That's positive. We are in June, but yeah, let's keep it positive. Okay. We called Gasperini and he said, fuck off. I guess that's... He's old now. He's 68. He's 68 and, he didn't come. So it's positive, and he's a loser. Yeah, he just won a Europa Liga and did well with Atalanta. But we have a Tudor, who is a Juventini as a coach still. I guess that's also positive. We technically we have a sporting director because Giuntoli is still here, so
technically he is. Actually, at this moment in time, I wish he was still here. I'm not gonna lie. It's even worse. It's looking even worse.
Because either sack him like a month ago or like not sack him at all, because what's the point? I just don't get it. But
why, man?
Yeah, Marco Silva, I don't know. I'm sorry, I cannot be positive about anything that's happening right now at the club.
Trust the process.
Yeah. New cycle.
Spiros is going to be positive, right? It must be you.
Yeah, I'm actually to the moon, with signing Marco Silva. I don't know. Oh my God, I don't know. It's getting ridiculous at this point, I think.
He's a young coach. Ridiculous. He has potential.
Yeah, I don't think he has potential, to be honest.
Well,
yeah, it's not working, guys. Let's just be real.
Let's start with.
I think it's funny. It's actually laughable. You're actually making jokes now.
Right now, I'm laughing about it. I'm not, but I think it's more. I don't know. It's just laughing because, well, it's surreal. It cannot be real, but it's real. I have so many things to say from different angles, and this fly is actually bothering me. Let's start with I think the most embarrassing, or the most down, it brings you down to earth. How bad of a situation are we in as a club if Roma, no Champions League, less money, even if Roma had Champions League, still less money than us to spend, is a more interesting destination for a coach who actually wants to coach Juve? I'll repeat myself because maybe it doesn't sound real. Gasperini dreams about coaching Juve, but he's like, no thanks, I'm going to Roma with no Champions League football and less of a budget every single season, even with Champions League football, and with some very strange owners at the helm. I'm going to do that before I choose you. Is that not the biggest sign of the meme, who want me? Who wants that? That's it.
Yeah.
Because I think no matter which coach you're going to contact right now. By the way, I don't even know who's contacting them. That's one. I've seen so many reports from the most awful sources already throwing everybody under the bus. But if I'm a coach, and somebody at Juve calls me, the first thing I'm like, are you really in charge? Are you employed, or is this a scam? Like, are you trying to scam me? Or are you that's like, because who is in charge? What am I committing to? What is the project? What's going to happen? You know how bad this is. Somebody, again, I'll bring it up because nobody pops up in the live. I hope some of these people pop in the live because I want to have a conversation. The moment we stopped our live yesterday, it was like, oh, of course we're looking for a sporting director. We sack one right now. I'm like, that's the issue right now. June. It's June. And we're changing everyone, and we're trying to contact a new coach. Keep in mind, we have a coach on the contract who's sitting at home. He's like, what? I'm even questioning Tudor, by the way. I'm like, have some pride and walk.
Yeah.
Just leave. Anyways, Norbert, how bad of a situation is it when even Gasperini is like, you're my dream club, but no thanks, I'm going Roma, coaching Europa League football.
So how bad Chiellini can be at phone calls, because he called Conte and that didn't really work out, and he called Gasperini as well, allegedly. So it's crazy to me, because the sources are out there that this new guy made the calls, but I don't believe it because he's not even signed at the club, so that's BS. So who called? Erkan, or Chiellini, or Chiellini's brother, maybe, because he's also at the club. So yeah, it's really bad. It's a bad look. Everyone is laughing at us. Inter fans, probably they having their lifetime now. They're having the best time of their lives. They're also in the Champions League final. So yeah, it's really bad. There's nothing positive. I'm sorry. I can't think of anything. But yeah, if it's Tudor, then let's announce it. Like, everything is bad. If he's not announced, that is bad. If he's announced, that is bad for me. So it is what it is. It's bad.
I don't think it's gonna be Tudor, to be honest. Like, if they are really looking at coaches that much, I don't think it's gonna be Tudor. It's pretty clear that they want a new coach. Like, they want to do something new. Like, they want to follow their vision. So I don't think it's gonna be Tudor, to be honest.
So who's looking? Chiellini with the new guy who's not even signed, or?
Probably yes, because who else is there? Like, I think those are the guys.
You know what was even sad today? I forgot the name of the source, but everybody's seen it out there. Who, by the way, said Conte told the players I'm leaving, then backtracked it. Today said, well, we are leading the race for Gasperini after the phone call, and then afterwards he said, actually, the phone call is the reason we're not getting Gasperini, and everybody's losing their minds and already blaming the new guy based on one of the worst sources I've probably ever seen in a short time. He popped up and, well, he's gone already, because that's horrendous, So I don't know what happened. The thing is, I don't think the phone call was really the issue. I don't think the person who made the call was the issue. I think the message of a very unclear message, what we are as a club, what we want to do, is the issue. Where even Gasperini is like, I know what I'm going to get at Roma, even if it's potentially not as much I could get at Juve, but I know I'm getting that. But with you guys, I might be getting that. Maybe this, maybe that. That is the problem right now. Whoever we are contacting, it's like even coaches, ex-players, whatever, they are refusing us at this moment in time. And it gets worse when the Marco Silva one, let me bring it up, because the news is he's been offered to us like it's a free agent player. It's never good when a coach who's under contract gets offered to you. That's not a good sign. Like, why are coaches being like, I've never heard it, by the way, it's the first time I heard an agent offered a coach to a club. That's maybe it happens all the time.
But also it's Mendes, so
yeah, but it's the first time I've actually seen a report of a coach being offered to a club. I'm being serious right now. I've never heard of that before. When I saw that, I was like, Jesus, like it actually can get much, much worse than I actually thought it would be. Right now, the thought of, and I hate to do it because I have nothing against Tudor, by the way, but we're asking him to compete with coaches who are just better than him, period, to begin with. Full stop. They're just better. Gasperini is a better coach. Inzaghi, if he's going to say, is a better coach. Conte is a better coach. Allegri is a better coach. You know, everybody knows what I think about Allegri, but he's a better coach than Tudor. And you're asking him, even Italiano is a better coach, by the way. You're asking him to compete with these guys. How is that okay? And when people say, "Oh, come on, back Tudor," it's because you accepted the club's fate, and you're basically like, whatever, just back Tudor, just to back him. But nobody's going to convince me they believe that Tudor is going to break us to the top again. There's no way anyone is convincing us, for the simple reason the club doesn't believe it. The club doesn't even believe it. To this day, I've read the statement. They didn't even confirm Tudor is officially the head coach. Like,
they are talking with Marco Silva. That says everything, to be honest. If you're talking with Marco Silva, like, do you even rate Tudor? Like, come on, like, and Marco Silva is not even better than Tudor. I don't think so. I don't know. So,
I want to bring up this comment because I know Eddie on the channel. Nothing against you, but I know he doesn't like Motta. But to blame this on Motta is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually crazy. The mess created is not Motta. You think like Motta? If anyone thinks this is on Motta that no coach want to join us, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not on Motta. It's the way we handle the Motta situation, to be honest. It's a bit like
everything that transpired. Like Motta is not the reason we cannot hire a coach right now. We have no management. That's why we cannot hire a coach right now. That's it. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But anyway, I've never heard it in 4 major sports in the US either. Oh, coach is being offered. Me either. It's the first time I've actually heard of it. Like, I've never seen it before. But anyways, let's go back to this morning where everybody was convinced. Every single source was convinced. You know what? It's probably going to be Gasperini. It's moving fast. It's moving really fast. To actually, nothing was moving fast. The reality is absolutely nothing was moving fast. It was moving all very slow. At the end, like, it was moving very slow. And now we're sitting here, Norbert. What is the next step? Like, because I don't believe the Marco Silva thing. You know, that's a viable option. I don't believe that. Like, it makes absolutely no sense, because that feels like you have priorities, and now you just doing random stuff. You know, at that point you just keep Tudor, I guess. But what do you think is the next step for the club tomorrow? You know, whoever is working for the club right now wakes up. What is the plan right now? Because you failed twice in about 3 days. So what is next?
Well, it's the same for me, but this time let's just announce Tudor. Because I'm sorry, but the names that are coming up are either unrealistic and, I'm sorry, even stupid, or just unserious. So yeah, at this point, I'm sorry, Conte and Gasperini are a lot better coaches than Tudor. Probably there are a lot more than a lot more other coaches are better than Tudor, but this is what we have, and we just need to start actually doing something, because, for example, Hanchko is gone. It shows it was a good idea not to sign him because he went to Saudi. And we have other businesses that Giuntoli was dealing with, and they are on hold now, like Colo, for example, Colo Muani, or Vega. The Vega thing is on hold as well. So we need to confirm the coach as soon as possible, and I don't know who's going to be the sporting director or the football director of football.
Sorry, really quickly, because Sky Italia are reporting that Marco Silva thing is actually a real thing. The club is thinking about it right now.
Wow, it's crazy to me. I'm sorry, like.
And actually, to make it worse, it's for after the club World Cup. So
that's wow.
So You're
So
basically saying to the players, do the Tudor thing for about a week or two again. Go on 2-week holidays. Come back to a new coach. Start all over again.
and we're not signing anyone, or we ask the dude over the phone, who do you want in the future, or
Oh my
that's
god.
so unserious. I don't know. I guess we are not at Manchester United level yet, but we're going down
Soon,
fast.
soon. We're
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
there. We're getting there.
Yeah. I don't get it. So yeah,
So
we need a
after
coach.
this, I have a theory, to be honest. If they get
Okay.
Marco Silva, I think they went to Jorge Mendes and said, "We don't know what to do. We need a coach. Get us someone." This is it. Like,
You know, on Marco Silva. On Marco Silva, really quickly, he's not a bad coach. Like I don't think he's a bad coach, but he's not
he plays
top
good
coach.
football.
He
Yeah.
plays good football. Not a top coach. He's not top. How do you want to say that? Like I will say it like this: you're competing with seasoned Serie A coaches, winners as well.
He doesn't even know Serie A. Like it's like getting
Like
Conceição, like Milan did. It's the same thing, to be honest. Like it's absolutely the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's meaningless.
also
Like,
no,
like you
the
know
Premier
he's
League is
going
different.
to be sacked. So
The Premier League is different. Like you're asking way too much from like if you bring in Marco Silva, I feel sorry for him. I do because there will be certain expectations he's not gonna fulfill. It's impossible that he's gonna beat out Conte, Inzaghi, Gasperini, Italiano, Allegri. It's impossible. It's just not possible. He never coached in the Serie A. It's not possible. So that means you're starting all over again after doing it with Motta and not powering through and and pull the plug on Motta after I don't know how long, 8 months, 9 months, and you start over again with even a bigger risk because Motta coached. If actually Motta goes to Atalanta, they also have an advantage over us. He coached in the Serie A as well. He coached a team into the Champions League. It's not realistic. It's not fair towards anyone. And to top it off, how are you going to convince players again? Like, how are you going to go into talks with players early on? Like, I don't get it as well. Like the players you have right now, like who are you going to sell? If you are Marco Silva, you get him and you send him to the Club World Cup.
yeah,
With Marco Silva, because he comes back and he tells whoever is in charge, those players I don't need. You can get rid. Now it's not. You're trying to get rid of players he never seen from close up. He doesn't know. And you're going to the Club World Cup, coaching with Tudor, probably vibing. I don't know what it is. Go on 2-week holidays, come back, and you start all over again. Yeah, Milan start over again with Allegri, but it's different. And Gasperini with Roma, it will all change a little bit. But for us and for these players, it will be the third coach in about 4 months. And I'm not gonna lie, I think they're already stupid because they were crying that Motta's system was too complicated to comprehend. Now imagine they need to switch it 3 times. I think some will have headaches and they are impossible to play games. So I don't get what the plan. There is no plan. I think we need to stand up and applaud Conte and Gasperini for choosing their career over coaching Juve. You need to applaud that decision right now. Let's be real. You cannot be mad about. I've seen people go mad about Conte. I'm like, why are you mad? He's in a better situation. Why would he do that to his career? Why? I wouldn't do it. If I already coached Inter in the past, I definitely wouldn't do it. That means he actually doesn't really care about us. Screw you. It's a job. That's his mentality. So why is anyone, surprised or pissed? I don't get that one as well, to be honest. But yeah.
And now we have 10 days of transfer market, and what's going to happen? I don't think we're going to do anything, to be honest.
No, we're not going to do anything. But we're going, like we don't know the coach, we don't know the sporting director. What are we going to do?
Yeah,
it's meaningless. And we should not do it anything, to be honest. Like for 10 days, like what? Like it is meaningless. But
Well, I would hate not to try to sign Vega, to be honest with you. That's the only regret I would have. But yeah.
the thing that drives me insane is like Elkan sacked Mota and Giuntoli for Marco Silva. Like he said, this thing doesn't work. You're both sacked, and it's like, yeah, Marco Silva, good idea. I don't get. Oh my god. Oh,
yeah, it's tough.
We will be the
Marco's
Milan this year.
saying that the club really tried for Gasperini, first Chiellini and then Comoli, but the talks haven't gone well, and basically he said no. He basically said no. So I don't know what in those talks that how do you piss?
I think we were just late, no? And he already said like yes to Roma or something, and he didn't want to.
Actually, Di Marzio said Monday something else really quickly. Inzaghi will meet with Marotta, but Al Hilal offered him 25 million, and they will buy him Osimhen and Ederson.
Wow. Okay.
So
well, if he wins the Champions League, then basically he won everything he could in Europe. I mean, like a top 5 league and Champions League. So, and then Inter will get a coach that is better than ours, probably.
Yeah, for sure.
who's actually because for like the real question right now for us, who's out there? What is the plan? Like everything is gone, right? If the next one up is Marco Silva, that kind of tells you where we're heading, right? There's nobody left. It's not going to be Palladino. So there's nobody left.
Man, like Mancini right now sounds like a good idea. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. No, I'm not ready for this.
I think nobody. I don't know what the situation.
Yeah, Sarri is going to Lazio, right?
Yeah.
Baroni is out there if you want Baroni. Mancini, yeah, Mancini. Who else? Who do we want? Oh, Xavi is there. You want Xavi? Yeah. And yeah,
Xavi
Depiro
has won with Barcelona. Like he has some sort of, but
I don't know, like the name, like no, it's not going to be Xavi and all those names. It's not possible. It's not possible because if you go to Marco Silva as option, like even sack to like let Tudor walk. Like I don't get. You're clearly looking for a new like. If I don't wake up tomorrow and Tudor is like goodbye, I cannot really respect him. I'm sorry, like I just can't. I cannot take his job, and even if he stays, I cannot take him serious. Every time he speaks, I'm like, I cannot take you serious anymore because you're just here to be here. Like, who are you proving wrong or right? The moment it goes south, you will get sacked because the club doesn't like you.
Yeah,
they don't like you. It's been actually so bad. Like, let's say Conte was the first choice and he said no. At that point, you might believe, okay, we're going to stick with Tudor. But even then, they were like that desperate. And they're like, you know what? Gasperini, do not sign with Roma. Give us a minute. Let's have a phone call. And Gasperini is like, no. And then Jorge Mendes like, what about Marco Silva? And the club's like, you know what? Maybe. I mean, being Tudor in that situation, How are you going to work? How are you going to create a winning culture? How
Oh,
are the players, these players, going to respect the coach, knowing if it goes south, it's him that's going to get the sack and it's going to get blamed, not us. It's him yet again. The situation is actually. I'm starting to miss Allegri. I'm not going to lie. The football was dire, but at least he commanded some sort of respect. That's it. You know what? Like, there's no step forward we're making. Like, there's no steps forward. There's nothing to be excited. You know, about when I did lives. What was it, 2 months ago? And I was like, the feeling is that Giuntoli will be sacked. It needs to happen now, right now. There's no need to have a sporting director with 2 months ongoing into the season. He's not doing anything. He's not like, there's no real role in that situation because he was having contract talks and it's all for nothing anyway right now. So why didn't you make that decision 2 months ago? So it was very clear and you had a plan going into conversations. The only conversations you're going to win or the only people you're going to convince are coaches who are desperate, out of a job, or who are coaching Fulham and they're like, snap, I can coach Juve. Yes, I'm gonna do it. Like, those are the only coaches you're gonna convince. You're not like, we didn't convince Conte, we didn't convince Gasperini. Those are the coaches you're going to convince. That is a situation the club created, and there's no escaping from it. Chiellini, for example, and when I tweeted it out, it wasn't disrespect, but he was playing retirement football in the MLS 2 years ago, and right now he's trying to get a coach. I'm sorry, somebody told me he learned with the club for 9 years. What the hell did he learn? Like, come on, that's not how it works. Playing for the club doesn't make you a great manager. It's going fast, but right now I cannot really blame him because he's sitting there and he's like, yeah, I need to do something. I'm the guy right now. There's nobody else. Who the hell is going to do something? Scanavino, Ferrero, the new guy who just signed his resignation papers with Toulouse. Like, he can only start officially work right now. When he was still working for Toulouse 2 days ago, he wasn't able to make phone calls. So Gasperini picking up the phone with the new guy, and he's like, yeah, you're telling me something, but you didn't even officially sign with Juve. So this is weird. It's like you have a job and somebody calls you and he's like, leave your job because I'm going to do a startup in about a week or so. You're not going to leave your job because you don't know if that startup is going to start, kick off, do well. You have no guarantees. That's what's happening right now. We are trying to do basically sell a pop-up shop. I don't know if you have that over there, like pop-up shops. Like, they come and go for about 2 weeks. That's how it feels right now. So it's a very, very weird situation. I'm not going to lie. It's very weird.
The thing I don't get, like, Tudor, at least, like, he knows Serie A. Like, if you're going to burn a year, like, burn it with him. Why get Marco Silva? Like, I don't get it. Like, if you're like, okay, we messed up, we will start over, but okay, let's see from next year, okay? Keep Tudor, burn the year, and start over next year. Why get a new coach who you're burning the year anyway? Like, because Marco Silva is not going to make it, to be honest. So I don't know. Like, unless he surprises and does come seeing something incredible, but I don't think so.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe it's not even true.
Di Marzio saying that Comoli will have more power than Chiellini, and he wants to pick out the new coach. And Marco Silva is one of the names. He's not the only name, but he's one of the names. Up in the air. And he also added that Tudor might be joining Atalanta if anything happens.
Okay. It makes sense, to be honest.
Yeah.
If Comoli picks Marco Silva, I'm losing it. Like, I'm losing it. I don't know. I'm going crazy.
what I'm sad about is that every 2 years we start a new project, and that's crazy.
Oh, Marco Silva.
It's
At least with Thiago Motta, like everyone was excited. You know what I mean? Like everyone's like, "Oh, Thiago Motta!" Like,
yeah.
but Marco Silva, everyone is going to lose it. Like, oh my god.
I'm actually listening to Sky or listening. I have the how do you want to say it? The subtitles on. I'm not listening to it, and they're talking about maybe they want to see what happens in the World Cup. The World Cup is not serious. Like we will have Kostic and Rugani with us, and not Vega and Colomani. It's not serious.
And Pietrelli.
Yeah, like it's not a serious thing. Like who? I actually want to meet the one fan who actually is convinced of any club that takes that tournament serious right now.
Yeah.
Like we are gonna play games with Kostic and Rugani, whilst we have Vega's gone and Colomani is gone. What do you want Tudor to prove you? Like, or any coach? What, like, there's nothing to prove right there. It's just go out there, collect your paycheck, and just come back. That's it. That's the mindset going into it. Like, if we lose, actually, if Tudor is there and we know he's not going to be the coach, how are you going to even watch those games? How are you going to take it serious if you lose? You're like, yeah, I don't even know what's going on right now. Like, it's weird. How is Tudor going to convince these players they need to play hard, knowing he's gone?
I don't think they're going to. I think they will try to get a coach now. Like it's crazy. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like even like if you want to get a young coach, especially you get him now. You give him time.
The more games, the better. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you want a young coach, especially that kind of coach, you get him now. Even though I don't want that kind of coach, to be honest.
Yeah, but yeah, we talked about it that the ownership and the higher end management is the big issue, not the Giuntoli level guys, but above them. So we need a president. We need someone who actually like an acting owner who knows football, not Erkan.
Isn't it kind of crazy? Like Chiellini, like he knows Juve, you know, like he knows Juve. Yeah. He's like, oh, Marco Silva, good idea. I don't think he does. I don't think he knows Marco Silva either, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think he told Chiellini, we're getting Marco Silva. He's like, who? Who is that guy?
Let's be real. Chiellini is not watching Fulham Crystal Palace on a Saturday midday. He's not doing it. Yeah. He's not doing it. Like he's not. So it makes more sense that he's not changing. Like right now, he's not really picking coaches. He's just making the connection because he knows Conte, he knows Gasperini basically, and the new guys don't really know him. That's what he's doing. Like he's a setup guy, and it's like, thanks for the appointment, Chiellini. Now sit back. That's basically what happened. What's happening with those two. But now that we failed to get Conte and Gasperini. I think the new guy is like, I'm going to do my thing right now. And you just fall in line. That's how I'm looking at it right now. That's how I view it.
I get that, but Marco Silva, like he was in big club. I don't think anyone was thinking like a coach like Marco Silva is for the big club. I don't know, like he hasn't shown it. Like it doesn't make any sense. I don't know. For me, it doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. It doesn't make any sense. Like it's too much of a risk. You sacked Motta. Like you sacked Motta. Like he's a young upcoming coach. Like and you sacked him. You didn't believe in him. Like it went south, and okay, you sacked him. Marco Silva is not the answer. Like like never. He's never the answer. Like he's never.
Potentially another Motta situation.
He will be worse than Motta. Like it's meaningless. It's meaningless. Like it will be a season like everybody will watch, like the fans, like everyone, the stadium, they will be like, yeah, you're gone in like a few months. Like it's meaningless. I'm gonna watch, but let's see. You're gone anyway. It's like on Conceição and the other guy that Milan got. I forgot the name right now. I blanked out. Like it's vibes. I don't know. Like I might actually start supporting Greek teams again.
Marco
Yeah,
saying
my
Napoli
team.
might be pushing for Gatti still. So
Napoli
What?
for Gatti.
yeah,
Yeah, they can
Okay,
have it, to
30
be honest.
million, and yeah,
Yeah, they can
he might
have
be
it.
leaving. The contract was done and now it's all on hold. So maybe the new guys are like, yeah, I like right now. I have no clue how. I actually have no clue how to read the news in the mornings anymore. Like I don't like I don't I open the newspapers probably tomorrow morning I will open those newspapers and I'm like I'm not sure what to do with this information. Like
yeah,
it's now clear that we're going to the Club World Cup with Tudor. That's when does it kick off? In about a week and a half
two
or so?
weeks. Yeah, 2
Oh,
weeks.
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Oh yeah, 2
Yeah,
weeks. 2 weeks. Um, and it's a wrong decision because you're clearly not, looking for. You're clearly looking, excuse me, for a new coach. So it's a wrong decision to move forward with Tudor at the Club World Cup. It's wrong. Because if the news is correct, we're gonna quote unquote announce a new one, but we're not gonna take him with us with a club at the World Cup, Club World Cup. Excuse me. I think that's a wrong decision in itself. No matter who the new coach is going to be, and I think if that's actually the case, I think Tudor will resign. Like, why would he do that? Why would he go to the Club World Cup knowing I'm gonna be gone after? Like, it doesn't. I don't. He doesn't strike me like that person as well. I think he
yeah,
will resign at that given time. I think he will be like, I'm not
That's
doing
why
this.
I think like they're not going to do it. I think they will get the coach now. Like it doesn't make any sense, to be honest. Like if they actually understand a bit of football, like they will get someone to tell him, okay, you start from the Club World Cup, you start coaching them, you do your ideas, you do your stuff, and let's continue. It doesn't make any sense to do that, to be honest.
yeah.
Guido doesn't want to do it. The club, I don't think, doesn't want to do it like as well. But I don't know.
No Poch. I've seen people saying Poch in the comments. No, it cannot be Poch. I'm not a Pochettino fan, so maybe I'm a bit biased with my opinion, but I don't like him as a coach. I just
I
don't.
don't like him as well, but if it's between Marco Silva and Pochettino, yeah, Pochettino's hard to be honest.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but
I don't rate Zidane, and he's absolutely not coming here. But I would take Zidane over all these names, to be honest. But
Oh,
yeah, leave the guy alone. He already lost all his hairs, so he's
yeah,
not gonna. Yeah, I mean, like we're really down bad. Like I never ever thought there will be a time that we will get rejected because Roma is more appealing. I I
crazy.
cannot remember a time when that happened. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. I think the one of the worst. Like this might be up there. Actually, this is up there when we got rejected by Di Natale or Borriello. When
Mm.
was it? Was it 2010 or something? 2009. We got rejected by Borriello and Di Natale. Yeah, Di Natale scored a lot of goals for Udinese, but Borriello. We
oh,
are reaching those levels. Yeah, at the end he joined us, Borriello, for about 6 months, but still, there was a period where he was like, "No, I don't want to play for you guys," and I'm like, "That's bad." But man, being more, being less appealing than Roma, who are playing Europa League, and changed owner. I don't know, 2 times, 3 times in the last 10 years or something. That's crazy. Like we should be the most stable club in the country, and we're not. Like we are not. Like we have an owner for about over 100 years. That's unique. Having this, like that's not normal, in sports. So you would assume it's very stable, but we are everything but stable at this moment in time. And what
Yeah,
makes it worse is we were extremely stable not so long ago. It's not that we're coming from 20 years of nothing. We came from 9 winning titles in a row to this. The drop off is actually insane. Like it's actually insane. I can actually not believe it, but it's really true. It's really true. So I don't know. Alex saying, I said my choice, Fabregas, since no big name is coming. Yeah,
He will
Coma's
never
not letting go of Fabregas.
Yeah, they have an actual solid project with lots of money to burn. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Silva was a coach in Greece the same time Tudor was there, and he beat him 3 out of 3 games. Silva finished first, Tudor fourth. Is that right, Spiros? Did he coach in Greece, Silva?
Yeah, he coached Olympiacos.
Oh, you're right. He did.
Yeah, he won the
Yeah.
league. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he won the league with Olympiacos.
With Olympiacos.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Who the
That's
hell
his
was
job.
Tudor at? Was it PAOK or something?
I think he was at PAOK, yes, and PAOK fans hate him, to be honest.
It's not
How
fair.
Thessaloniki?
It's like coaching Juve and saying, "Wow, we beat out." I don't know, like Udinese. I feel like nah, you cannot. I get it, but still, I get it, but still. This club has been deteriorating the time both Andrea Agnelli and Nepfa left. Yeah, I mean, Elkan is not the right guy. What about Carlo Ancelotti? Well, he signed for the Brazilian national team. Palladino is an interesting idea. What do you think? The club's not looking at him. I'm not the biggest Palladino fan. I like him, but it's hard to say jump on that.
I don't think we need a young coach at this moment. I think it's stupid that we're actually looking at young coaches in this situation with these players.
Like I said, Motta's still under contract. Just bring him back, I guess. Let me see. Palladino just terminated his contract with Fiorentina. He did. He can coach both Brazil and Juve.
No, it's not football manager.
What are we, Pescara? This era is worse than Calciopoli. At least then we knew we were back in 2007 with still a strong base intact. Yeah. Would have stayed at Real Madrid surely if this was the case. Yeah, man. Imagine.
What was the last time an actual coach coached, national team and a big club?
Yeah, it happens with small clubs. Yeah, it did happen, but I forgot the name. It actually happened, but
small
it's like
clubs and small nations.
Yeah, I mean, he coaches I think wasn't that the manager of Turkey? He did that. I think he managed like the Turkish national team and one of the big 3.
He coached Milan, no?
No, he coached. No, it's not that long ago. He coached the Turkish national team, and he coached at the same time one of the big 3 teams in Turkey.
At the same time. Sorry, yeah.
Was it Fatih Terim? Maybe he did some years back, but I remember there was like controversy because he called up a lot of players he was coaching, so not everybody was happy. But it did happen. But then again, like it's not happening. That's weird.
Matteo Moreno said something about Juve and Gyökeres, but in a video or something with probably Romano.
Let me see what he said. They tried, 1 week ago for Gasperini, and then they did it again, but he already made a decision. So apparently he knew a week ago. I don't know. So apparently, according to Matteo Moretto, he kind of rejected us, not today, but also basically a week ago.
Nice.
Yeah, he also said something about Gyökeres, but I don't know.
Yeah, imagine a player like they call him, you wanna come? Okay, who's the coach? I don't know. We're still working on it. Like,
do you know anybody?
What did he say about Gyökeres?
I don't know. He said something, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just still looking at that Gasperini news. So we tried a week ago, and I don't get it. So he refuses a week ago.
He says that Gasperini had already decided something like that, and
I think he gave his word.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't know.
Basically, we were too late, something like that. I think that's what he said.
Yeah, but so he had a week to think about it, and he basically still said no. I don't know.
Crazy.
No,
Just
they say Giuntoli had done a survey or something. He talked to him, and then in the last hours we talked to him again, but he had already like decided. He decided to go to Rome or something.
Yeah, it's done. Anyway, it's done. Crusading Chelsea and Russia, he did that as well. I forgot about that. I don't think Mancini is an option with the new guys. I don't think that's an option. I don't think we should be fearing that, in my opinion. Like I'll actually be double. Like I'm already shocked, and nothing really would surprise me. But that's something that actually will take me off guard if we go for a coach like Mancini at this moment in time. Like I
No, I
actually
think
will
so
be
too,
shocked.
yeah.
Okay, let's move on a little bit before we're gonna wrap this one up because I'm fried. You know, the last couple of days just fried my brain. I'm not gonna lie. I've been all over the place. And we are all over the place. I'm not expecting anything to happen this weekend, nor do I expect anything to happen actually next week as well. Being completely honest with you guys, I don't, I don't because the Tudor, the Conte and the Gasperini thing, there was like a time frame. You know, it needs to happen. You need to get it done now. Like it needs to happen now, now, now. With the other coaches right now, it's not the case. It's not the case because the coaches we're targeting are under contract. Everybody's under contract basically. You know, so or doesn't have many offers, or will probably pick you because they're linked with much smaller teams, I guess. So, what is the next step? Like for real? Like, is it just settle in and start actually announcing the people who work for this club and not be obscure and be mysterious about it? Like you're doing deals in a dark alley. Excuse me. That's how it feels right now. Like just announce who's in charge, what everybody's function is that the next logical step for Monday morning? Announcement, this is a new president or whatever, this is a new sporting director, this is how the structure of the club is. Doesn't that make really much more sense?
Yeah, I think we should just announce whoever we have immediately. Like for example, coaches, we lost Conte and Gasperini, just announce Tudor or whatever, and let's do it because it's crazy. And the sporting director as well. It needs to happen immediately. But you know what? I just don't know. It's so unpredictable. It might as well just happen tomorrow morning, you know. But I don't know.
What do you think, Spiros? Like, what should be? What should be the next step for this club? Like Monday, what should be the piece of news coming out?
Me?
I don't think. Yeah, you. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's lagging a bit. Yeah, I think they should try to get a new coach because I think the studio is over. I think you're disrespecting it that way. Like, let him go to Atalanta, wherever he wants to go, and just get the new coach that you believe that they want. I don't know what they want, and get him in the club World Cup and start working. For me, that's what they need to do. Like, if there are actually working on coaches, like decide who's the best one and get that one and let's start to work. That's my opinion. Because the Tudor story for me is like it doesn't make any sense now. Like Tudor knows what's happening. I think we have talked to already like 5-6 coaches. So come on, let him go. Come on.
And also, Giuntoli is still here. It's also crazy.
Yeah, Giuntoli, Romano said that he talked with Gyökeres and Osimhen before he left.
Yeah, but they also said Giuntoli talked with Osimhen and Gyökeres, and now Giuntoli's gone. Targets, will change I mean, even the new guys, if there's a possibility to get any of these players, they will target. Like, don't forget about that bit
These
of
are
news.
easy
Yeah,
targets. Yeah.
like it's normal. Like the new guys coming in, they're not like Gyökeres and Osimhen. No, let's get a striker from the Danish second division. Like, if there's a possibility to get those players, they will get those players. But anyways, other teams are just gonna push forward, and we can do nothing about it because what are you gonna sell these players? You're gonna sell them like I said, like fairy tales. Maybe this, maybe that. Like, it's impossible to do any sort of deals right now, and that is my point. When I said everybody's like, yeah, of course we're looking for a new sporting director in June because we sacked one. That's the issue. You sacked him in June. That's the issue. Obviously, you're going to get a new one, but the issue is you need to get one in June when everybody is set and doing their deals. Napoli doing their deals, Milan doing their deals, like Roma, they're all going to do their deals, and we're sitting here. Who's going to be the coach? Who's actually in charge? Who's the sporting director? Who's this? I mean, yeah, if you don't see the problems with that, I'm sorry. Like, I cannot really help you. I mean, why would anyone say yes to us at this point after everyone knows what happens to our coaches, Sadi, Pirlo, Allegri, Motta, and now Tudor, who want to join this project? I agree. And it's actually, I admire you calling it a project because there's nothing. Like, it's not even there's nothing. What is the project right now? It's just jumping into the dark. It's if a coach signs right now, he signs with not knowing anything, and in June they're like, oh, this is what it's all about. Like, obviously you're not going to do that. It's like I said with the job, you go to a job. No, you get a contract. You don't do the job interview. You sign it. You're not going to do that because you do not know what the job is. You're not going to show up and you're like, I don't know, a graphic designer, and you just sign a contract. You show up day one and they're like, oh, by the way, this is not graphic design. You need to do, I don't know, woodwork. Like, that's how it feels. The coach is going to sign, and in June he's going to get told what actually the plan is or what. It makes no sense. So I agree. Like, it makes no sense for anyone to really commit. Jointly work with a bad financial situation and balance the budget. Yes, but he also didn't power through with his beliefs, and he threw Mott under the bus. And for that reason, you cannot be trusted as well. One of the reasons, you just can't.
He
There's no
messed up
backing.
with a lot of bad things. It's like it was very predictable that he was going to be sacked, and I think he deserved it. But I think it was very wrong timing, to be honest.
I agree. I do agree, and I don't put all the blame on him, by the way. But I mean, the owner is not going to sack himself, so that's not going to change right now. So it is what it is, I guess. I mean, I'm actually happy it's weekend. The only thing that could make it worse is Inter winning it tomorrow, which I believe they're going to win it. That's just going to be. That's just going to be like it's written in the stars. They're going to win it. Like the situation we're in right now, it's only fitting. It will get worse tomorrow, and they will lift their fourth Champions League. And we're sitting here, and we're like, maybe Marco Silva's not that bad. Not me. While Inter fans are celebrating in Champions League, we are just sitting here and like, who's going to be the coach? Is McKennie going to stay? Is Gatti signing that new deal? I mean, that's our reality. And again, if somebody believes it's time to be positive and to calm down, then like you said, Spiros, before we went live, they're not as much invested in the club as we are. Then I understand certain comments and certain beliefs. If you don't really care, if you don't watch all the games, and at times you're okay if you miss a couple of games, you just check the score on live score or whatever it is, then I understand your stance. But if you're invested like us and millions of other fans, they're gonna get pissed. Inter will destroy PSG.
Inter winning the Champions League, and then after that we announced Marco Silva or something like it would be peak. It'd be so good.
No, the next morning.
It will be worse.
Like we tweet about Juventus tweet about Inter, like congratulations Inter, and then
I was gonna say that.
yeah.
The worst thing will be you'll be tweeting out congratulations Inter with your Champions League win. Oh my god. Let me 1 minute before we wrap it up. What do you think about tomorrow, Norbert?
I don't know. I feel like I know it will sound a cliche or whatever, but I don't think Inter deserve to go through Bayern Munich. I don't think they did enough to deserve to go through against Barcelona. Barcelona lost it because they are dumb, and I don't think they have enough. PSG will destroy them somehow. In the back, they are weak, better than Barca. PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. But look, but the coach. I think the coaches will may be the difference this time. Coaching. Yeah. So I think Paris Saint-Germain will win.
What about you, Spiros?
Oh, I think it's going to be close, but because when everything goes bad, then like it goes even worse. And when the motto when the drain is pours, so yeah, I think they're gonna win it somehow. I don't know. I think it's their year. I don't know. Like it's something it's gonna happen. They're gonna win it. I don't know. I don't think they should win it because not because I don't like them, but I think PSG is a much better team. To be honest, for me they have more quality. But I think Inter is going to win it, and I'm not. Yeah, I'm not happy about that.
I also think Inter are going to win it. PSG have more quality, but Inter has been there 2 years ago, and actually they probably should have won against Man City if Lukaku was just not drunk that game. They should have won. They should have beat because Man City didn't have any real chances. Inter had the chances, not having the ball. And I know Inzaghi said PSG want the ball. We will try to keep the ball away from them tomorrow. It's not how they really play. So I think at the end of the day, yes, they have more quality PSG, but so did Barcelona. And I said Inter are going to beat them because they are smarter as a team. They've been there. They know how to get it over the line. A corner kick is enough. It's enough.
Yeah,
to,
but I
to do
think
it.
Barcelona is a bit naive as a team. I
Yeah,
think
but
PSG is a bit more. Yeah,
even
like
Bayern,
Luis Enrique has won it before, so I think he's a bit more of a.
but
He
even
also knows
Bayern in that
his,
first leg, they scored 1-1 and they concede a counterattack. Or I think they're I think they're smarter than PSG. They've been there as a group. PSG not. It's an entire new team basically. They've not been there. That
Yeah,
Inter squad, the entire Inter squad, has been there 2 years ago. It's basically the same starting 11.
yeah,
Actually, it is probably Thuram wasn't there, I think, and
yeah.
who else? Nobody else, I
Pavard,
think. Everybody was there.
Pavard,
Who?
Pavard.
Oh, Pavard. But it's up in the air if he's going to start. Anyways, I think they've been there, and I think they will just find a way to beat them. That's how I see it, and it's going to be painful, but we cannot really be petty about it because if they do, they're there for a reason, and we are not there for also a reason. That's why I set standards, and if certain fans do not want to set standards, well, then you need to just accept it and keep it moving. That's how I'm looking at it. PSG win the playoff team win tomorrow. I don't get that, to be honest. Barca has no defense. PSG are clear winners in my eyes. We will enter internal slumber if Inter wins. Yeah. PSG are more balanced than both Bayern and Barca. I agree with that, but still, trust me, PSG will win comfortably. I don't think that's possible in the Champions League final, to be honest.
Trust me, bro. Yeah.
I painfully agree with you, man. I think the dog and Inter is out in the Champions League, and they will probably get it done. Yeah, that's how I see it. Anyways, people, we're gonna wrap it up because I actually need to go. Thanks for joining. I see no one complains about glitches and stuff, so kind of worked. That's good to know. I guess, and yeah, thanks for joining, both of you. We will see what the weekend bring. I will be live. I'll be live on Sunday, most likely. No matter what happens, I'll probably be live on Sunday. So we will see what we will have to discuss in the coming days. For now, Spiros, Norbert, thanks for joining. and I would say just relax, I guess. Not think about it too much, even though it's very difficult, but it is what it is, I guess. Just go to bed, and I wanted to say something, but never mind. I'm not going to say it. Do not read the news. Let me put it that. Wake up tomorrow, but do not read the news. That's all I have to say to you guys. And people in the chat, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.